Welcome to the next session of the another design style, that is design type 3, and which is known as pass transistor logic, right? Pass transistor logic, in short form it is noted as PTL. Okay, so let's discuss one thing, that how many design types we have already covered. You have already covered the static CMOS design using CMOS. After that, the pseudo NMOS logic. After that, DC VSL differential cascade switching logic, voltage switch logic, and now it is pass transistor logic. It's a very simple logic, but you have to apply your logic in your own way. That I have already discussed when I taught the TG logic in the Google Meet classroom. Right, and what concept I used over there, the same concept, that is the reduction of truth table, that concept will be used in PTL also. Otherwise, all design styles will be very harder to you. So you have to simplify in your own way, but keeping unchanged the logic. Otherwise, all will be possible, right? Okay, so let's concentrate on this kind of design, that is PTL. And what we have designed in the pseudo NMOS logic, and how many number of transistors were there? There were n number of transistors, and rather than that, previously we used 2n number of transistors, right? So we have already reduced this from 2n to n plus 1, and now we will use the concept PTL, and where every design will be used with only NMOS, no PMOS, right? But there is some logic, there is some definitions that how this NMOS will be connected. All the principle I will discuss accordingly. And please check that this is the most popular and widely used method of CMOS logic design, with main objective is to reduce the number of transistors. I have already written in the description part, right? And it is designed with only NMOS. Inputs drive the gate terminals as well as the source and drain terminals. So if we design it only NMOS, we will control the gate terminal that we discuss in the TG logic. So in order to control the gate terminals, we have to derive the controlling parameter from the truth table. And how it is possible? Yes, by reducing the truth table. You have to design the controlling parameter of your own, and then you have to drive the circuit according to the logic, according to the truth table, right? Okay, and it will simply create a low resistance conducting path between the input and the output, nothing else. Okay, so here I have written the some key points of this PTL logic. So please go through that. That is, NMOS are connected in parallel. Gate terminal is driven by the control signal. If it satisfies the condition, then input directly pass to the output terminal. Okay, so these are the three key points that we will use in our design style, that is PTL. Again, I am repeating that only NMOS will be used, but they will be connected in parallel. But gate must be driven to that, and source and drain accordingly for input and output, and the gate terminal is driven by the control signal. So this is the main focusing point, that how the gate terminal will be derived by the control signal, and that will be generated, that will be derived from the truth table. Clear? Okay, so let's come to an example. Here the beginning example is a NOR gate using PTL. It's a very simple. I will start from the gate, and you will must practice all the gates using PTL. Just I am showing that how the logic is implemented, nothing else. So if it is NOR gate, so this is the truth table. Just see A, B and Y, 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, and the output is 1 0 0 0. Simple. You all know that. And what kind of logic we will apply, that we have already discussed, that whenever you are getting the larger truth table, then you have to reduce the truth table. So please divide it in the middle point, upper section and lower section. I think it's visible to you, upper section and lower section. Where is my pen? Yes, upper section and lower section, this one. This upper section and this is the lower section. And in upper section, I can say that this Y, this 1 0 we are obtaining. So we can easily say that this is a complement of this 0 1. So we can say that this is B bar. And in the lower section, we are obtaining 0 0, and that is the complement of this 1 1. So we can say that this is A bar. But when we are getting B bar and A bar, whenever this upper section, please see that both value are same, 0 0, and lower section, these both value are 1. So we can use this A as controlling parameter, that I have assigned one node name, that is C equal to 0 and C equal to 1. But you can also write down A also. But for clarifying, for simplifying the design, I have included one new parameter, that is C equal to 0 and C equal to 1. Right? So how we have reduced this truth table? In this way, whenever C equal to 0, then we are obtaining Y equal to B bar, and whenever C equal to 1, then we are obtaining Y equal to A bar. Clear? So we from this concept to this concept, we have reduced the truth table, this one. So we have to apply this truth table in our PTL logic, right? So how we can do that? So this is the same general schematic of PTL, that where the NMOS is used in parallel. Please check that how it is designed. Up in the upper path, one NMOS, and in the lower path, one NMOS. It is connected individually, that the gate terminals can be driven by each and every gate terminal can be driven by the control signal. Okay, and again one thing, that parallelly two NMOS transistor cannot be on, right? Because two NMOS cannot be conducting in order to get the output correctly. So anytime any one of the NMOS will be on. So the gate controlling parameter is C and C bar, because whenever C equal to 0, Y equal to B bar, C equal to 1, Y equal to A bar. So the controlling parameter will be just like that. If it is C, then it will be your C bar. Okay, and please check that when C equal to 0, Y equal to B bar. So you have to design the control signal accordingly. C equal to 0 means you have written this kind of name, C and C bar, but you have to pass B bar and A bar, right? So whenever Y equal to B bar, when C equal to 0. So when C equal to 0, this which NMOS will be on? This NMOS will be on, because this is C bar. C bar means this one is getting at the gate terminal of this NMOS, and this MOS will be off. So please write down the input that we want to transmit, that is B bar over here, and through this conducting MOS, it will be available at the output. Parallelly, when C equal to 1, then this NMOS will be on and this will be off. Then simply pass A bar and write down A bar, so that this A bar can be passed through this conducting MOS to this output. Okay, so please connect this NMOS parallelly and then check the controlling signal. According to your controlling signal, please write down the input that you want to pass at the output. Okay, so be very sincere about that whenever you are doing this kind of design, and please check this C and C bar and this output in the input combinations, right? So depending on the controlling signal, you have to transmit the output. So please be focused on that, that whenever C equal to 0, you have to transmit B bar, not A bar. Okay, so please check that before going to design, whether it will be B bar or A bar. Please check it from the control signal, nothing else. Okay, so please do the truth table, reduce the truth table, and then implement this simple kind of logic. No harder, no complexity is there. It's a very simple, but using your logic, using your concept, nothing else. One more thing that I have taken another example, that is XOR gate. Simple way, XOR gate means this is the truth table, this is the reduced truth table, and this is the simple logic design. So all are given in the description part. I think that it will be very clear to you. I will not explain this once again. Try to understand, okay, before going to all the video lectures, all the description part. It will be very easy. Nothing so much pain area in that portion. It's a very simple and you can easily design. But if you go through all the books that is shared from our college library in the Kang, the author is Kang, you will not get understand, because here because all the books the from these two table the logic is designed, so it's a complex one. I think it's a complex one at your standard. So please try to simpler, make it simpler, make the truth table simpler before going to design. Okay, so that's why I am using this logic. So please apply that. I think all design will be simpler to you. Okay, and the same concept we can use the another design style, that is complementary pass transistor logic or differential pass transistor logic. Okay, so it's the same logic that we use in DCVSL. That means at a time the normal input and complement input we can take, and normal input and complement normal output and complement output we can obtain. That's why it's known as complementary pass transistor or differential pass transistor. So for each and every details are given over there. Please go through that, and the design style is also there. I think that it will be better understandable by you. So please go through the description for all details and try to implement all kind of design. Okay, so till then please go through all lectures, and we have completed the combination logic circuit design using CMOS and various logic design style. And in the next session, I will start the sequential logic circuit design using CMOS. And it's a very nice and very interesting part. Okay, so please wait for that. Until then, please practice. Please practice. Otherwise, all will be seen to be a very complex to you. But there is no pain area in all the design. All are very simple. So it's totally dependent on your practice. If you practice and practice, all will be very simple to you. Okay, so thank you so much.